Hello everyone, this is David at Grow and Eat This. An earlier video I showed how I was making my own supersized sole squares because my problem is I never get to them when they need to be getting transplanted, and I was going to try really hard this time. I really was, and as you can see I've pulled a lot of plants out of here, but then here I am. Look at this. These guys are so big. But thankfully they're in all this extra dirt here, so they've had plenty of room to grow. Now, these right here are my La Roma 3 paste tomatoes, and these guys right here are Carolina Golds, our favorite 8 ounce or so yellow tomato. Super sweet, very low acid. So I'm going to pot these up first. And we recycle everything you can recycle, and it's hard to beat a good cottage cheese cup. That one doesn't even have any holes in it. Put some holes in the bottom. Considering how badly these are, I'm only going to fill the hole like halfway. And then we are going to carefully cut in here, separate these guys out, and what a nice square. See, I didn't kill any roots in the process since they're getting big and leggy. We're going to plant them deeper. There's one gorgeous Carolina Gold, repotted. Looks like it always wanted to be there. Now we'll go to the next one. I got 2 here, so I won't have to see if I can separate them. But they should, because there's plenty of dirt, so they shouldn't be too terribly scrunched up. And see, worked out very nicely. There again, we're going to bury them deeper so that skinny stem will grow some sturdy roots off of it. And now for this third Carolina Gold. Sometimes you can't beat your fingers. Okay, that's the 3 of them. So I'm going to make labels for them, and need to mix up some more soil here. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright, I've mixed up a new batch. This is a compost added potting mix. I add a bunch of worm castings and some vermiculite to loosen it up some. And it gives me a pretty decent mix. And now we're going to go after these La Roma 3 paste tomatoes. They're kind of all jammed together, but we'll figure it out. But you see how easily they come apart because they're nicely, they got plenty of room to grow, so when they hit somebody they just move over and keep going. So this is working really well with my little brownie pan, and I can make a much larger little soil block. Okay, there's one. Two. got two of these. Can't believe they're right on top of each other. But they will still pull right out apart. Really, really nice. Now, no dog thinks every car that passes by is an intruder alert. So I apologize for his barking. But that's what new dogs do. Alright, here goes the next one. This gives me 4 Roma 3 paste tomatoes. They produce quickly before the heat gets too high and we get a bunch of tomatoes. So those are. And I'll get labels for these and we'll move on to the last couple of plants. Now my next supersized tomato here is a Jolly. Now that's the guy that makes about a 1-inch, not a cherry tomato size, it's bigger than that, ping pong ball size, kind you cut in half in a salad, just outstanding. So I'm going to drop this Jolly in here. One of the disadvantages to a Jolly I've found, Juliet's are the same way, is you get a lot more top than you get intelligent stem. So you end up with a tomato you really got to stake hard because it'll just flop all over the place. And this one, even at this size, is showing that same interest in just being a pain. Okay. And these last couple guys here on the end are Creole tomatoes. I want that third one, put the third guy back. Go. I'm going to split these two. I buy the really cheap white blinds at Walmart. They're $7-8 for like the 42-inch wide or something like that, and cut them in. They give you hundreds of great labels, plastic labels, pennies a piece, if it's a penny. So, all right, we're going to set this one aside. Pull this next one down. Let's see, this is row 2 peppers. Row 2 peppers are California Yolo Wonders. Yolo Wonder peppers. Gonna need to put a little something there in the bottom to keep all the dirt from running out. Just put a little piece of paper towel in there. Was that number 2? Yeah, number 2. Yolo Wonder is a little thicker bodied than a California Wonder. Same size, shape, whatever. Just the body is a little thicker, the flesh. Very, very nice pepper. Alright, let's get labels for those and move on to some more. You should always know that we are being watched. Yes. And keep hoping that I'm getting ready to feed the white worms because they like the leftover bread from the white worms. Yeah, I know. But I'm not, guys. I'm potting up plants. Sorry about that. So, as I said, these right here are the Better Bells, which is just for us has been, it's bigger than a California Wonder. It's more prolific. It has just been a big, wonderful, wonderful bell pepper for our area, even with the heat and the humidity. And of course, we're in Lawrenceville, Georgia, so we get in the 90s, and the humidity gets in the 90s. And did I remind you that the heat gets in the 90s? Nighttime it's in the 70s. It's Florida without the beautifulness of Florida. So I can't get over how easily these guys break apart in this kind of loose little soil block, homemade soil block arrangement I'm doing. I just mixed up stuff like we were going to do a soil block, and then spread it out in this dollar store, $1.15 little brownie pan. Made my little pie. Took my little putty knife, made some little grooves, separators, and I made them about 1.5 inches, so it would allow for a much larger plant. Because I'm terrible about getting them out of the putty in time. They just get to be too big for the little tiny little squares. The other big ones are a waste. They're just too big. So these are just outstanding. I've gotten out of each one of these probably 50 plants. There's 4 Better Bells. I wonder what this guy is here on the end. Let me check. That's a twister, so that's a big, long, nice Marconi type. So I'm going to snatch him up while I'm here. Because he's getting a little misshapen and leggy. I find peppers I can do a little bit deeper. Not a lot like you can tomatoes, but a little bit deeper. That'll help straighten them out. Okay, so 4 Better Bells, outstanding pepper, and 1 Twister, which is a Marconi type. So I'll make labels for these, and then we may pick up another 1 or 2 and see what we have there. Well, here's the stuff that I've potted up, and as you can see, the indoor items are definitely getting ready to go outside, and our last frost date is coming up pretty soon, so we're going to be ready to start moving everything outside and get this summer garden going. And this is just it's going to be best year ever. That's what every gardener and farmer says every year. Best year ever coming up. This is David at Grow and Eat This. Thanks for watching. Happy gardening.